my introduction. My name is Erica Riles. On this podcast, I will be known as the Weaver. And of course, you know the theme and where that comes from. I will be talking about everything from mental health to food to life itself, sex, greedy corporations, you name it. Every single subject will be important because it touches every single person in some way. So feel free to send in messages about subject matters that you want to discuss, get my input on, or have it be put out there so that we can bring it up, so we can start conversations and have those conversations. Because what's happening now is we're not having those conversations. So that's why I'm here. That's why I've awakened to my job, if you will, on this planet, to bring everything to the forefront, to make everyone see. Just open your eyes, open your hearts, and see. That's my job here. I've gone through everything imaginable, and that's the whole point of my life, for me to be able to share those experiences with people who have gone through similar situations, or who may be going through them now, or who will eventually go through them. I will be able to guide you through, to give you the tips of making it through without losing your mind, without losing yourself. But because I've gone through so much and it started so early in my life, it enabled me to build this insurmountable strength. That's why I am here. That's why I'm summoned. I'm not saying that no one can get to this point. Everyone can. We all have it. It's intrinsic. It's inherently possible for us to all be this strong. But it's extremely hard for people to get there. As I said, that's why I'm here. Who else better to lead you to that place within yourself that has that indomitable strength that cannot be blown away, given away, burned away? It's there, and it doesn't go anywhere because it's a seed that's in your soul. And of course, your soul can't be taken from you. That's something that no one can take from you unless you give it away. As I say in my book, stop giving that shit away. It's no one else's but yours. You can't give it away and then say, damn, I gave away my strength. Well, who's to blame? Can't blame the person that you gifted it to because they accepted it and is using it for their own. Whatever that is, whether it's nefarious or to build up themselves. But who's replenishing you? Who's helping you rebuild your strength after you've given it away? If the answer is no one, then it's up to you. Not everyone has a support system. And honestly, those who don't have support systems are actually the ones who fare better in their strength, because it's kind of like learning how to ride a bike. We have someone holding the bike for us until we learn how to do it. But if we get up there, fall, and have to keep doing it on our own because we don't have someone to help us up and to keep us steady, our strength becomes much stronger. It can't be taken away. We wait for the person to grab our seats to make sure that we stay steady. We're always going to be looking for that when we have that to begin with. We're always going to be looking for that crutch. But people who've never had that crutch never look for that crutch. So their strength is really deeply ingrained because it was homegrown, it's grassroots for them within their soul. I'm here to help everyone build that strength, to dig deep and pull that shit out of the bottom of your crusty ass feet. Pull it from there and make it rise through the rest of your body and out through your crown. And have that strength and that light shine through. Sound like a car commercial. Where else is it going to come from? Your light needs to be shared with the world, no matter what it is. Whatever your talent is, whatever your passion is, grow it, feed it, fan that fire, and burn others with your flames. We all have a duty to help one another. And that's where we're having issues right now. Right now, we're too busy pointing fingers. We're too busy trying to do what it is that we want to do, and then turning around and saying, hey, you're not doing what I'm doing, so you're a fucked up person, or you're not doing what the rest of society is. You're not part of the status quo. You're not following it, so you're a fucked up person. No, individuals are better. They're better because they're doing what they are supposed to be doing. It's the people that's following everyone else that's not being their individual selves. They're the ones who need the help. So you just have to figure out who you are. People get offended when a person says, hey, you're a sheep or something like that. Why? Why get offended? Stop being a sheep. That's all you need to do. Why is it so difficult? Why do you get in your feelings about that? Why do you waste energy on feeling some type of way about being called a sheep when you are? Why are you feeling some type of way about the truth? That's the only place that anger can come from. You're mad because it's true and you did it to yourself. No one else is forcing you to do these things. Just like when we come out of high school and our parents or family members, whomever our guardians are, want us to do and be what it is that they want us to do and be. And so many people come out of that stage of life confused, not knowing what to do. They want to take a year off to figure shit out. And you have some parents that threaten to cut them off, or they're not going to fund their year of gallivanting, whatever. That's not okay, parents. If your 17, 18-year-old, 19-year-old wants to explore the world for a year, then allow them to. It's not your life. If they're trying to figure out things, let them, so they can find who they are. It's only when they aren't given those opportunities, that they come out all fucked up. They go straight to college because that's what you wanted them to do. And they still don't know what the fuck they want to do. It drives them crazy. It drives anyone crazy because we're trying to fit into other people's boxes that we didn't build. We didn't build these structures around ourselves. Someone else did, and that's not okay. In instances like that, the term is cage, not box. We're in someone else's cage. We're like lions in a cage in a circus. So we're pacing this cage, trying to figure out how the hell to get out. But we can't because we're at someone else's discretion. Our lives, everything, what direction it goes, is at someone else's helm, not our own. We're not the captains of those ships anymore. It's in the hands of someone else. And that's not okay. No one's life should be in the hands of someone else. One person should not be the determiner of another person's life. Not law enforcement, not judicial, not a just regular ass person. No one can say whether or not a person should live or die, or what they should do in between those times. No one. We're not talking about serial murders and sociopaths and people like that need to be locked away for the good of the whole. Of course, we get that. It's common sense. I'm talking about general populations of people. We already know the stories of ACAB, ACAB. We see it every day. A cop killing a person. The most recent thing I saw, there was a 9-year-old girl in the back of a cop car, and you could hear the police officer saying, let's go ahead and mace her. Let's just mace her, because she wouldn't stop crying for her father. A 9-year-old. A 9-year-old. What could a 9-year-old have done to deserve that kind of treatment? Even if they were playing with a gun and accidentally shot someone and that person died, it was not intent. And that wasn't the case with this 9-year-old girl. But even still, even if she did, she's still 9. And we don't know what kind of trauma that little girl went through in order for her to do that. But 9-year-olds usually don't have those kinds of mentalities. So we know it wasn't anything like that. The treatment was certainly not called for. To threaten to mace a little girl because she was crying for her father, because she was in the back of a police car and didn't know what was going on. That's the world we live in. That's the country, great old US of A, that we live in. And that's a normal occurrence. It's normal. And the thing about it is, those cops are still out in the street protecting and not serving. Slap on the wrist maybe some words, a BS reprimand, something like that. But they're still out here holding other people's lives in their hands. And they wonder why we dislike them so. Got off on a tangent, which will happen a lot in my podcast, because a lot of messages come through and they come through at the same time often. So forgive me when that happens, but just hear me out. I'll get back on track. You can always play through and fast forward, rewind. It'll always be here for you. Words of encouragement and positivity, as well as truth. I can't be here and be this person without shedding light on truth. I will never, I'll try not to anyway, I don't know, I can't even say that. I was going to say, I try not to be biased. Try to understand everyone's points and things like that, but there's just some shit out there that you just really can't. Like, it's just a lot of stupid shit out there you really can't explain. You can't explain it away. You can't justify it. So I'm not going to say that I'm never going to do that. That'll be a lie straight from now. But I try to be fair and understand a person's perspectives, where their mindset is at the time of their actions. There's never a reason to take another person's life. Even when we as a society feel it's justified. No matter how much the human side of me would want to see a pedophile murderer die, I know that that's not right. And some people will disagree with that, but in the grand scheme of things, that person's soul still needs to be shown love. And that comes from God. Like, it can only come from that tether, that attachment. Because otherwise, everybody in the world, including myself, would be banging down that person's door, trying to get to that person, because I do not do. We'll talk about all kinds of other people, but 3 things I just really do not have patience for. People who harm other people, specifically murderers and pedophiles, people who harm animals, and racists. Those are the types of people I do not tolerate at all. I'm going to wrap this up. I just wanted to introduce myself and just kind of shed some light on who I am. So you'll know what these podcasts are going to be like going forward. Now, of course, they'll be a little more lively, but I just kind of wanted to put the words out there so you would know who I am. Know that I'm going to be real in these podcasts. There will be profane language. So if you churchgoers out there, damn Bible thumpers and shit, you may want to put on the censors or something like that, whatever the fuck you need to get you through. But the message is still going to be the fucking same. And then for the lighthearted, some things may be a little too brash for you, but it will be truth. That's one thing I will stick to always, no matter how profane, is the truth. The truth will always come from these lips. And if I don't know about it, I won't speak on it, or I will invite everyone else to bring that knowledge to me and bring it to everyone. Let everyone know, let everyone see, let everyone understand and learn. But I'm not going to be a person that speaks out the side of their ass and know nothing about the subject matter. And people that know me know that I'm always right, in the fact that I know when to shut the fuck up. If I don't know about something, I'm not going to embarrass myself by sounding stupid. That's just, I'm too vain for that. I'm a fucking Leo. Oh, and that's another thing. I will bring that up a lot. But hey, it's why I am the way that I am. Or another reason anyway. So you may get tired of hearing that shit, but yeah, you'll be able to understand why I say the things that I say and why I'm so crass. I really just don't give a fuck. Hence the title of my book. Feel free. Send me messages. Nothing hateful, because you will be read. So if there's anything, any subjects you want to have brought up, I will gladly bring it up and we'll talk about it. I'll open the floor. We'll have conversations. We'll start comments and let it all flow. We're a community. We're trying to help each other and help others that need help. You know, we can strengthen this world if we all band together and do it together. So that's what I'm here for. Let's start that band. Let's get this shit together. We're a human race. We're supposed to be interdependent, but we're all individuals. We're here to help each other, yet we don't. That's why our world is so fucked up now. Let's stop it and actually do what we're put here for and what we were created to do. Together, build a beautiful, beautiful world for everyone to be happy and to live. But anyway, people, I love you all. Until next time.